I am in the Prince Consort Gardens in Weston-super-Mare. The year is 1889. The pier you see below you, although now in ruins, was then only 22 years old, and where passengers from South Wales, brought across the Channel by the White Funnel fleet, made landfall. In the distance is South Wales, and it will be 8 years before a brilliant 20-year-old engineer called Marconi can demonstrate his invention of radio transmission. He broadcasts for the first time across water from Lavernock Point to the island of Flattern and then to Breandown, a distance of 16 kilometres. The message was, "Are you ready?" Meanwhile, whilst the good people of South Wales and the West Country were enjoying the delights of Weston-super-Mare, nearly 1,000 miles away in Breslau, Karl Wernicke was putting the finishing touches to his seminal paper on 3 patients who had entered his clinic. They were a 20-year-old seamstress, a 36-year-old Scot who was a piano teacher, and a 33-year-old man who was admitted with DTs. All 3 were to die shortly after admission, but Karl Wernicke had enough information to identify an encephalopathy that was to be named after him. That was in 1881, yet still today recognition of this illness is problematical. Yet if it can be identified, and it can, and the remedy implemented, a cure could be expected. In reality, a person with Wernicke's encephalopathy will progress to Korsakoff psychosis and permanent brain damage. That's the position at present. Although the classical triad of symptoms is accepted, they only occur in 10% of patients, and it is also known that there are other indications that suggest that the patient is at risk. A report into Wernicke's encephalopathy, written in 2011, concludes by saying that Karl Wernicke could be forgiven for thinking that 120 years after he correctly diagnosed his patients, not a lot has changed. The time has come for that change to happen. It is now generally accepted that operational criteria for Wernicke's encephalopathy are 2 of the following 4 signs. 1. Dietary deficiencies. 2. Oculomotor abnormalities. 3. Cerebellar dysfunction. And 4. Altered mental state or mild memory impairment.